So a couple things I want to talk about. Second. Okay. So the first thing that I just wanted to bring up, a bunch of people have asked me about, is if I'm going to ASD. No, I'm not going to go to ASD. But that is one of the things that if you guys are interested in selling on Amazon and you're looking at selling wholesale products, ASD is a great place to go. So I do highly recommend it. But no, I'm not going to be going this year. I think it's like the end of July. It's like in 2 weeks. End of July, beginning of August. So I'm not going to be going to that. But it is a great thing to do if you want to get into that. But one of the questions I got today, for those of you that don't know, I put up my private label course today. Now, so that one went live. And last week, I think it was last week, my affiliate marketing course went live. So somebody asked me today, why am I putting up all these courses? All these courses have been in like, their initial stages. They've been being, created. People have been going through them. Just, clients of mine have been going through them to test them out, make sure they do work exactly what I'm putting in the courses is something that somebody just starting out can do and actually make money with. So that's one of the reasons why all these courses are going to be coming out. I have 7 more courses. You're going to see, I think, 3 of them. The other 4 that you won't see are things that are completely off topic to this channel and this brand. So you won't see those, but there are going to be like 3 more that will be released as well. But if you guys have questions on, making money, anything like that, just let me know. I don't know what is the Google watermark. Is there a watermark on the thing? Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a watermark on it. Is there a video feed? Hopefully you guys can see me, right? Just let me know. But that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why I'm putting up these courses. The other thing is I want to show you guys that you can create a passive income. You can make money doing pretty much whatever you want. It's not that hard. Okay, whether you're selling stuff on Amazon. All right, good. So whether you're selling stuff on Amazon, on eBay, you're not selling stuff. Maybe you're doing affiliate marketing, freelance writing. When I first started, back 10+ years ago, I started with a website, and then the website was doing okay. But in order to make more money, which that's one of the other questions I want to answer is, can you do this business when you have no money? Yes, you can. You can do it very easily. You can do affiliate marketing. You can do freelance writing. You can get into doing these different things, doing free methods. You don't have to do a paid method, and it works. Takes a little bit longer in most cases, but like for freelance writing, I started out with no money, and I was able to build it up, and I was making great money every single week. Okay. Where's a good place to start? Good place to start doing what? Let's say you have absolutely no money, you don't have any reserves, you don't have savings, you can't use credit cards, anything like that. I'd recommend doing some freelance writing, or maybe doing a service for somebody. So it could be as simple as creating a video, doing some type of logo, writing something for somebody, walking somebody's dog, whatever it takes. Do something for free that's not costing you any money to get started, and build up that capital until you can do something. In one of my videos I did, I think 2 or 3 days ago, I talked about that in order to make money online, in order to make money, you need to be able to, or it takes money to make money, because the money that you have is giving you the option to make some moves inside this business. Yeah, if there's a watermark, it could be just the streaming. I'm just using Google Hangouts right now. Seems to be the easiest thing. So that's one thing I do. Lastly, and I say this lastly because I don't recommend this to people, is go and get a job. Okay, if you need money and there's nothing you do online, you don't have any skills, you don't feel like learning something yet, then go and get another job and start saving up the money. And then once you have enough money to actually make some moves and make a dent in this world, then do it. How do you find house sitting jobs? I have no clue. I don't do that. But go look on Google and just type that in, and type right here on YouTube. Figure out, how do you find a house sitting job? One of the other things that I've been teaching, I don't do it personally, but one of the other things I've been teaching, which I have done a little bit of it, is just social media, run like a social media marketing agency. That's one of the courses that I am going to be putting out. That's going to be a lot cheaper of a course, just because that's not something I'm not going to answer a lot of questions on that, just because that's not something I want to, stick with. I like it and everything, and it's fun. But what my method wasn't to actually market these companies or market these local businesses. Personally, mine was, I'm going to, give it to somebody else, and I'm just going to get that, like, the kind of a commission for it, okay, for giving them the lead. So that's all I was doing. Got the same poster. Yeah, I found that at Goodwill, I think, one day. Yes, I still go to Goodwill every once in a while. Do you use WordPress for building your websites? I do. I'm always using WordPress. That's what I was taught in the very beginning, and I've never gone away from it. My plan is to use 3,000 to do arbitrage to build, then go private label. So a lot of people, and one of the reasons why I put up especially now, I put up my private label course and my wholesale course, is because a lot of people just coming in are restricted on almost everything. Not saying it's going to happen that you will be restricted and you can't sell a single thing, but that's what I've been seeing, is a lot of newcomers are restricted. So because of that, I'm putting up these courses now, because I know in order to get into this industry, if you can't do retail arbitrage, can't do thrifting, and you don't have the knowledge to do wholesale, private label, you got to learn at some point. Okay, those are two businesses that you will need to get into at some point to really see your business thrive. Especially if anybody that's been following me for a while, that I think at the very beginning of January, I talked about how last year in Q4 just was draining. I was just so tired. The reason for that is because I was putting a lot of energy into retail arbitrage. It takes up a lot of time. So because of that, I don't do a whole lot of it now, but I still do a decent amount. Now I do more wholesale, do more private label, just because for my core business with websites, YouTube, my affiliate marketing business, all that stuff, some freelancing, with all that, it's impossible to spend, hours and hours at doing retail arbitrage or even some online arbitrage, just because it does take so much time. So that's why, for the whole lifestyle business and the whole entrepreneurial thing, that's the reason why I switched over to more wholesale and private label. You can go check out that video. I'm not sure exactly when I did it, but I think it was like the beginning of June, beginning of January that I did it. How do you make people actually believe you can do marketing? So as far as social media marketing, you got to prove it to them. Okay, there's two ways you can do it. One, you can prove it to them, showing them your accounts. I don't recommend doing a personal account. I'd recommend doing some type of business account, promoting that way. The second way is you charge after you get them results. When it is a pay for results type of business, you'll get more clients in that way. Just have them sign something so it is legal. They will pay you once you do prove that you can get them clients, you can get them followers, you can get them leads, whatever it is. How can you find a profitable product to sell on Amazon or eBay? On eBay, pretty much everything you can sell. I don't do a whole lot eBay just because I don't have the time to prep everything and ship it. I do Amazon. That was one of the things I teach in the course, is exactly my criteria to finding a profitable private label product, as well as how to sell it, how to get reviews on it, everything like that. In the course, I show you stuff such as using free Facebook methods, paid Facebook ads, offers, things like that. I go into email marketing, talk about Bing and paid advertising, Amazon pay-per-click, software called JumpSend, which is created by Greg Mercer and the guys over at Jungle Scout. So that's a great one. And I talk about so many different things and exactly how I use it, show you live examples. So if you're really interested in private label, I go check out that course. I cover everything in detail, from beginning setting up your business, even getting the Amazon account, all the way to optimizing your listings, getting more sales, and outsourcing the entire process. So if you want to know the whole A to Z example or step-by-step course, that's the one that you want to take. And always, if you guys have questions, you guys have taken any of my courses, and you guys have questions, send me an email, let me know what your questions are, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So yeah, looking forward to some questions tonight. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you're just out shopping and you just can't find a single thing, and that happens all the time. Just keep looking. Okay, just keep putting in the work. When I first started, I was going just to like the clearance section and just like the sale price items, and I figured out that's not where the money is. The money is in the full price items. You just gotta find stuff that's selling better on Amazon. Okay. Let's see. What is my go-to method for marketing? Like, do you have any steps? So yeah, for marketing a product, it's pretty much a step-by-step thing, process I go through, and it's the exact same one no matter what the product is. So for example, I do a lot of home and kitchen products. So for those, I actually have a decent-sized email list that I can just send them an email. Hey, just have this new product out. Here's a coupon code, and that's one of the things I teach in the course is how do you create a coupon code and exactly how does it work. Whether you're going to give somebody one code, you can give people a group of people like the exact same code. It varies. So that's the one thing that teaching you how it works all the time. I do videos on how to save money with coupons, but it takes a lot of time. How do I get my followers are high? They're currently pretty low. If you want more followers and you're doing videos, the first thing you need to do, you need to optimize videos for search, not just on YouTube. Do it for search on Google as well. Google is the #1 search engine online. YouTube is the second biggest search engine, so you need to start optimizing your titles, your tags, your keywords, all that stuff for those two search engines. And also be consistent. If you do one video a week, you need to do like 3 a week. Even now, I've been doing 1 a week, and when I do 2 videos or 1 video a day, but when I do 2 videos or I do 1 video and then create another playlist every single day. If you want to know about playlists, go follow Daryl Eves. He can talk to you all about that. But if I do a video and a playlist, that's one way you can get more followers. But you get more. YouTube will actually promote your videos a little bit better. How do I source private label products? Through Alibaba. Do you have a sourcing agent? I don't. How do you find trustworthy sourcing agent? I don't look for a sourcing agent. I go directly to the manufacturer. And that's one of the things I talk about inside the course as well, is how do I kind of vet that, manufacturer? What are the things I'm looking for? Even when I contact them, what am I going to ask them? Stuff like that. Because I want to make sure that I'm going to get the product. It's going to be a good product that, even asking for samples. Some manufacturers do not send samples. And even if I pay you $100 for one little sample, let's see what I have. I say I have these toenail clippers. I know I got toenail clippers on my desk. Anyway, let's say I have those, and that's why I'm a private label. I'm a private labelist. Wouldn't you think a manufacturer would send you one of these if I paid you $100? One of them didn't. It wasn't toenail clippers, but it was probably maybe a little bit bigger than this. They wouldn't send me a sample for $100, so I didn't work with them. Okay, to me that was one of the biggest red flags. They didn't want to send me a sample. They wanted me to order 500 units, and that was their minimum order quantity. And that's again one of the things I talk about is how do you get past the minimum order quantity? So do I use sourcing agents? I don't. I go directly to the manufacturer. That's good. That's good that you followed my advice, got your first job on Upwork. Getting jobs on Upwork, sometimes you just got to lower your price. Okay, give that person that 100% satisfaction guarantee. You're going to make every effort that you can to make that writing job as good as possible. And yeah, you're not gonna stop. You're not gonna be satisfied. You're not gonna make sure. You're not gonna let them take that piece of work that you just did, that content, and publish it when you aren't satisfied with it. When the client isn't satisfied, 100% satisfaction does go a long way. Have I done marketing through shoutouts on Instagram? I have. And when do you start being an entrepreneur? Probably. I don't know. I probably started being somewhat entrepreneur when I was, in high school, just getting out of high school, stuff like that. But I've been working on that for a while. So yeah, but doing shout outs, I do. Shout outs is one of the things I do as well. It's called influencer marketing. That's one of the things that I talk about on how to 10x your business inside the course as well. And you can do that with affiliate marketing. You can do that with network marketing. You can do that with Amazon products. Okay, you can do that. You can do shout outs with just, if let's say I wanted to promote my homemade entrepreneur channel, I could go find somebody and do a shout out on that. I've done it before. Okay. Where's a good place for learning how to develop and landing pages? So for landing pages, there's a lot of things you can do. The one thing, let's see, have it here, keep it here all the time. Expert Secrets. Okay, Russell Brunson. That's who you need to be following. If you're not using ClickFunnels, you don't have to use ClickFunnels, but it's a great service, great software. Recommend it, but get this book, Expert Secrets. I like it, love it. This is actually my new book. My other book got wet. I took that one to the ocean like 2 weeks ago, and it got wet, so I had to buy a new one. So yeah, keep it here. Keep one here at home. Keep one at the desk, on my desk at the office. Do we really need another cheap Chinese private label junk product cluttering up Amazon? I'm not sure if that's trying to be funny on that one, but no, some Chinese products are not junk. I think this is even Chinese. Okay, but some of these things, they're not junk. Now, when you get a sample product, and that's one of the things I talk about as well, you need a sample product. If you don't get a sample product, how do you know if it's going to be quality or not? Get the sample product, then go back to the manufacturer, ask them to make adjustments, make some changes, and improve that product. Because if every single person that does private label can improve the product just like 1%, it's going to make every single product online better. So, that's all I really have to say about that. Do you have a bookkeeper? I have a CPA. I also use software. I don't do any of the tax stuff myself. It's just way too much. I used to up until like 5 years ago, and then maybe 6 years ago. And then I missed a lot of stuff, and I had to pay too much money. So then I started using the CPA. Does most of your income come from doing affiliate marketing? A good portion of my income comes from affiliate marketing, and it also comes from doing Amazon. I also do some, obviously, income comes from sales, some from YouTube, freelance writing, consulting. So does most come from affiliate marketing? A good portion of it does. And I'm promoting, so stuff on ClickBank, Amazon. Amazon's my biggest one, just promoting Amazon products as well through the Amazon Associate Network. Let's see. Where's it at? What's the best tactic to gain leads? It depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about leads for doing your social media marketing, one of the best ways is actually just go into these companies, go into these local businesses and talk to them. A lot of them are going to say no soliciting. Call them ahead and just let them know you just want to stop by, talk to them, give like a 2-minute spiel on what you do, how you may be able to help. But before you do that, make sure you look on Instagram, you look on Facebook, you look on Twitter, wherever, every single social network out there, or whichever ones you're going to promote on, and make sure that company does not have an account. And if they do, and it looks like it is thriving, don't go to that business and tell them, oh, you're gonna show them how to do this and that, when they might know how to do it already, or they have somebody that does it. Yeah, there are companies out there that only buy just cheap products. Inside the course, inside my private label course, one of the things that I talk about is there are, and I show you pretty much the definition of a bad private label product. I show you like 4 examples of them. One of them, every time somebody used it, was a cookie press, I think. Every time somebody used it, the very first time, they'd squeeze the handle and the whole thing would break. Okay, something like that. That's something that, it doesn't mean it's a bad product, that's cheaply made product. You need to go back to manufacturer. You need to have them remake the whole product. You need to make sure that it's tested. Okay, don't just assume it's a quality product, send it into Amazon, because that seller is probably getting killed with returns right now. Is there a situation where you have used an alias for an email list? Most ebook publishers do so, but it is viable for affiliate marketing. As far as an alias for an email list, I do. So one of the things that you want to do is I don't know if it's a law, you'd have to look or not, but you're supposed to put your address or where you live or whatever in the bottom of your email list. So I do that pretty much on every one of mine. But as far as like your name, you can always change it. There's email lists that I run that so I do emails. I have a virtual assistant from the Philippines that does emails as well. So I have, my name obviously, and then I have an alias, and then she has her name and she has an alias as well. So it looks like there's 4 people sending different emails, and they come from like different email addresses as well, but from the same, pretty much the same site. So, so it's mostly about selling. If you're talking about I'm not sure, Dina, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the my private label course? If you're talking about the private label course, there's a lot of it on selling and getting sales, getting reviews, optimizing your listing, perfecting your business, outsourcing some of it. But yeah, pretty much creating the ultimate lifestyle business for that. Do you follow the 80-20 rule? I do, especially here on YouTube, because 20% of my videos literally do bring in 80% of the reviews. And that works with, it works with Amazon as well. My Amazon products as well. There are some, so I have over 30 products, and some of those are bringing in the majority of the income. Some of those, they're not. Okay, so put more stuff out there. That's part of my my strategy as well, is I don't go after 1 or 2 products. I go after a bunch of different ones, and I'm fine getting, not getting 10,000 sales every single month. If every single product did 500 sales, perfectly fine. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going for. Cool. We got people in Brazil. That hire worldwide. So there's a lot of companies that hire worldwide. One of the things I recommend is just start doing freelance writing. Yeah, the guy is Daryl Eve. So anyone that wants to know about building a YouTube channel, he has multiple YouTube channels. I do as well. He probably has channels a lot bigger than mine, which actually I know he does. But he runs all these channels, and then YouTube invites him down, and they talk about their algorithm updates, new things that are coming out, and they pretty much give him like a beta test on every single thing. So when you want to know anything about YouTube, go to him. But as far as any kind of online work, just start doing some freelance writing. Just by your comment, it seems like you know English pretty well. So even down there, I'm not sure what you get paid like per hour, per day, or per week, but just figure it out and start charging people to do that. I started doing freelance writing when I lived in Mexico. So you can do it from anywhere in the world, and you don't have to run like a big writing company or something. You can start just yourself, and yeah, anytime. I'm glad to help you guys out. One other thing I wanted to mention, are you Mexican? I'm half. I'm half, born here in the United States, lived in Mexico for a while. So one of the things I just want to mention is that merch by Amazon. That's one of the questions I've been getting a lot lately is, what have I been seeing with merch by Amazon? Is that still something that people should get into? It is a good business. I'm getting a decent amount of sales every single day, every week. But it's one of those things, certain niches, and the niches that I am in seem like they're being extremely, people are jumping in on them, okay? Like left and right. There's like hundreds and hundreds of shirts coming up every single day on these specific niches. They used to be great sellers, and now they're starting to come down a little bit. So that's one thing I've been seeing. And being that I don't market my t-shirt designs, I go off of all organic sales. So that's a big deal to me. So as far as merch by Amazon, I'm still putting up my max amount of shirts every single day, but it's not something that, probably within the next couple months, I'm going to reevaluate, see how it's doing. and then again probably January 1st. That's when I'll really reevaluate it and see how things are going, if there's any updates to it, if there's any changes, and kind of go from there. But yeah, if anyone is interested in merch by Amazon, no, I don't have any courses. No, I'm not going to put up any courses, but it's very easy to get into. Just go apply, try to get approved, and start putting up designs. But if you guys have any last minute questions, I'll probably be on here for another couple minutes and I'll be off. Need to do another coaching call. What advice would you give me? I have my products list on Amazon, but I'm not getting any sales. One thing I do that I recommend is that go over and use JumpSend. I talk about that outside the course as well, but go over to JumpSend and sign up for that. Okay, you're pretty much going to give your products away for almost free. Okay, you're going to lose money on these because you're actually going to. So the last one I did, I bought it for $1.99, I think, or $2.50. So I marked this down 80%. Okay, so after Amazon fees, I will actually owe Amazon money, and I'm giving the product away. But it's a great service. I like it. Haven't been using it for that long, but like I said, it's a great service. You should try it out. Go to jumpsend.com. Other than that, if you only have one product, yeah, JumpSend. If you only have one product, I'd highly recommend getting my course. The only reason I say that is because I don't go after just one product. I go after multiple products, and the best part about it is I can kind of cross promote these different products, try to get sales from somebody that's bought a product in the past. I can kind of push those new products on them. So that's a great way to kind of launch a product as well. How often do I come on here? As far as live, I don't do very often. I think I've done 2 live shows in the past 6 months, and the live shows have been this one and one last Thursday or Friday. I'm going to try to be on here maybe like twice a week doing live shows to ask you, so you guys can ask me questions. But as far as my time, pretty much doing, I do most of my recordings. I do a lot of them. I'll sit down for like a 4 to 6 hour block of time and just bang out a bunch of these videos, and then I'll just publish them throughout the week. So freelance or affiliate marketing for beginners, both. I'd highly recommend both. PJ, did you get my email? I answered those questions that you sent me. So yeah, if you guys have questions, you can ask PJ. He knows that I do actually read your emails and I will respond. What is a good book to develop an entrepreneurial mindset? Gary Vee has one. The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Tony Robbins has a new one. There's so many out there. Anything from Napoleon Hill. Yeah, watch YouTube videos. But yeah, PJ, freelance writing and affiliate marketing, doing both, because especially the way I show in that course, in my freelance writing course, is you can outsource a lot of it. So you don't only have to outsource your freelance writing business, you can outsource your affiliate marketing business as well. Teespring, Printful, or Teachip. Also, have you had massive success with these? I don't use any one of those. I used to use Teespring, didn't have much success with it, but I didn't know anything about Photoshop, didn't know how to create a design, anything like that. So yeah, when I was doing it, I had no clue what I was doing, and I was kind of just winging it. So could you be successful with that? I know a few people that are successful with Teespring and Teachip. Printful, never really heard of it. I'm about to start FBA on Amazon CA. Since I reside in Toronto, how different is the market compared to the US? The market's smaller, okay? But the nice thing about Jungle Scout, if you don't have Jungle Scout, get it, because now they offer it to the Canada market as well. And just because you live in Canada doesn't mean you can't sell here in the United States. You just have to have a business here in the United States. You have to have a bank account that accepts US currency. And you even go over to the UK. UK and the Germany market are both pretty big. They're not as big as the United States, but they are decent, and there's less competition over there. So if you want to get away from the competition, don't come to the US. Do Canada, do UK, and do Germany. I think Germany in the next probably 2 or 3 years is going to be bigger than the UK. And it's probably in the next 5 years, the Germany, the whole Germany one will probably, and maybe even the UK, will probably be the size of the UK market or the US market today, probably in the next like 5 years. What do you need to be unlocked from health and beauty? I don't know exactly what you need right now. I haven't looked into that. I haven't had a whole lot of clients ask me about that lately. But yeah, I think it's just the same. The three invoices from different manufacturers or different suppliers, from wholesale suppliers, and they need to be approved. And then also you need to make sure that the address, the phone number, the name, I think, and the email address, those 4 things that are on your invoice also match up to your Amazon seller account. If they don't, I think that's on automatic rejection. So I think that's all I got for you guys today. Let's see. Are books you have at home a good sales? If you're talking about, are they good for like selling? I don't. Children's books, my kids pretty much read stuff on their iPad and their tablets. So as far as physical books, I'm not even sure what they have. Usually I'm so busy doing some other stuff. I don't do a whole lot of reading with my kids. My wife does that. She has a little more patience than I do. And my mind's always working on like the next idea or the next thing or something else should be doing. So I know it's not right, but that's just the way I'm kind of wired. How's the Mexican Amazon market? I sold some products in Mexico. What were they? I don't remember what they were, but they were so cheap. I don't think I made much money after shipping and stuff. The Mexican, I think it's going to be up and coming. You know, everything's going to be up and coming. If you can predict anything about Amazon, is that they're going to take over as much as possible. They're going to be as big as nobody's ever probably seen a company this big. Okay, and they just keep on getting bigger and bigger. So one thing, I would not bet against Amazon. So yeah, I might have to get off here. I have to do a call in about 10 minutes. Let me get ready for that. But yeah, there's a lot of ways to make money online. You know, to make your first $1,000. You know, whether it's $1,000 a month, $1,000 a week, then once you get $1,000 a day, once you reach that level, okay, there are so many things that you need to do. You need to make sure your business is set up correctly. Just because you're making $1,000 does not mean, you know, let's say you have $1,000 of income coming in. Well, if you have more expenses than you do have income, then you're not going to be profitable. So it doesn't matter if you make $1,000 a day if all of it's going back out. Okay, make sure you run your business the right way. Okay, that's why I highly recommend you start learning now, before you get to $1,000, you know, a week. When you're at $1,000 a month, figure out what you're doing right, figure out what you're doing wrong, perfect it. Okay, put your unique twist on whatever you do. Make something different. Okay, if you're the exact same as Joe Schmo down the street, no matter what you do, whether you are washing cars, you're a massage therapist, or you're selling $1 million mansions, doesn't matter. You need to be different. People want to see that someone's unique. Okay, they want something to remember them by. Also, you recommend going into other countries or posting listings in different languages. I don't do any of the different languages, mainly because I don't know any different languages. And if I hired somebody to write it in different language, if it wasn't correct, I'd have no clue. So yeah, so hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully you guys like this. If you did gain any value from this live stream, just make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Share it over on Facebook too if you want to. And yeah, I'll be on here. I think I'll do one more this week, maybe 2 more. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, but I'll talk to you guys soon.